3-1. There's David Wright's first big league hit. And it should be good for 2, and it will be.
Get the ball.
So David Wright in his 6th big league at-bat.
How about the fans here? How about every Met fan knows about David Wright, and he just got to the big leagues. He's been one of the most highly publicized young players to come around in a long time. They get the ball for David Wright, and the fans on their feet here at Shea Stadium. How about that for your first major league hit?
Can he handle it?
That's right.
Ooh. Oh, Wright hits that one a long way. Left center field, and he comes to Montreal and hits his first major league home run.
And Ted, those outfielders watch it. Wilkinson and Chavez watched that ball. They knew it was gone as soon as he hit it. Mentioned that swing as that rhythmic way of getting the hands back in the hitting position. First home run of his career for David Wright, and he smoked it.
Ooh, a little broken bat, and
oh, David Wright! What a play!
Oh,
are you kidding? That may be the best I've ever seen.
That's a magnificent play by David Wright. Wow! What a play by David Wright! Do it again. Show it again.
Stay hot.
Whoa! Now that's a reach.
Well, David Wright just guaranteed that he will be seen on scoreboards around baseball for the next 20 years.
Yes, he will.
2-2 to right. Hit in the air to center field. Damon going back to the warning track. It's over his head, and the Mets win it. David Wright with the walk-off hit in the bottom of the 9th off Mariano Rivera, and the Mets have taken Game 1 from the Yankees, 7-6.
He's a great hitter, and he took advantage of the short right field.
Yeah, now you're back in the game. You're off the hook, Brad. Hey, thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot, Brad. Congratulations. Joe, back upstairs.
All right, Kevin. Well, while you two were talking, David Wright, the 23-year-old stud third baseman from the Mets, took a delivery and shot it over the wall and left to tie this game at 1. 1-2 delivery. That one's to right field. That one's in the corner. Out of the reach of J.D. Drew. LaDuca will score. Delgado the third. Being waved home. They got to play at the plate. Not in time. And over the third goes Wright. That ball to right field. Base hit. Another RBI. Beltran scores. Going down to second base. David Wright with another. And an RBI.
Because Eckstein has covered that middle nicely for St. Louis. First pitch to Wright, into the air toward deep left field. Spezio going back to the warning track, to the wall. That one is gone. Deep into the Mets bullpen. And David Wright with the second home run of the inning for New York gives the Mets a 2-1 lead here in the third. Well, Willie Randolph said that David Wright was swinging the bat very well, but just wasn't getting the breaks. Well, that time he swung the bat well and hit the ball over the brakes and over the wall.
Waiting, the 1-1 pitch. And a slider looped in the air, shallow right. Buck coming on, dives, can't get it. It rolls behind him. The Mets are going to win. Castro lumbers around third. Buck does not come up with a ball. Castro scores standing. Put it in the books. The Mets win it 1-0 in the bottom of the 9th inning on a base hit by David Wright.
Big gap in left center field.
Everybody playing very deep as Wright hits one deep to left field. Headley back near the wall. It's out of here! The Mets win the ball game! David Wright with a 2-out, 2-run walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th. And the Mets win it 5-3.
He's now seen a couple fastballs. He sees the release point. Timing him.
The 2-1. And Wright lines it into the right field corner. The U.S. wins it! David Wright with a walk-off knock. And Team USA moves on to the semis. Santa Maria.
Hit in the air to deep left field. Back goes Headley looking up. And it's out of here! David Wright ties the City Field. The first Met home run in their new home. David Wright with his first of the year, and the Mets have tied the game at 5-5.
Alley down and in with that fastball and that curveball.
Hit to right center field, falling fast, base hit, and the Mets take the lead. Pagan's in to score, on his way to third. Reyes, David Wright with his 1,000th career base hit, and it gives the Mets the lead 4-3.
Even past Mike Scott.
Chris Johnson to the right side. Justin Turner runs it down. His one-hop throw, though, goes past Reyes. Nobody's covering third base, so Lee's trying to get there. Wright racing him, and he tags him out. David Wright outruns Carlos Lee, who is hurt after making that dive into third base. And that's the second out of the inning. And David hits it well out to center field. Back goes Bonifacio to the track. Back at the wall. It's out of here! David Wright gives the Mets the lead with a two-run homer. Number 3 for David Wright on an 0-2 pitch from Burley, and it's 2-1 New York. And with that, David Wright becomes the Mets' all-time RBI leader. 4-3 with 2 out. And Wright bloops one, shallow right. On comes Pence, coming on. He can't get it, and the Mets win it. David Wright with a walk-off hit, and the Mets win it 6-5.
And when they added it up, they figured he's probably going to be able to pitch in rotation as
David drives one down the right field line toward the corner, and it's out of here. Home run number 200 for David Wright. Well, David waited 4 weeks for that milestone. After going 92 at-bats without a home run, he becomes the third Met to hit 200 home runs in a Mets uniform. Number 17 on the year, and it gets the Mets on the board. It's 2-1. Little dribbler, that might be it. Alvarez with a throw, skips on by. Murphy to third, backed up by Presley. Murphy's going to try and score, and he'll come home without a throw. 2-0 New York, and we'll wait to see how they score it for Wright. And it is a base hit. And so with that infield single, David Wright is now the Mets' all-time hits leader. Career hit number 1,419.
The next 1-2. Swinging a drive well, struck to left. That one's got a chance, and that one is gone! International salami for David Wright. Wright sends a drive out to right center field. Rios and Pagan are there, and Angel Pagan can't make the catch. And Captain America's cashed in with the bases loaded again.
Two and two to David Wright.
And he drives one to center field. Back goes Upton, looking up at the wall. It's out of here! David Wright ties the game! The Mets' 4th home run of the night. This one off Kimbrel in the 9th. And it's 5-5.
30 years of age as well, like Cano. Only the 4th Mets captain ever. Keith Hernandez, the late Gary Carter, John Franco, and this man, David Wright. That smile is effervescent, isn't it? He's smiled ever since he got here from Norfolk. First round pick of the Mets in 2001. Might be a little hotter here than Kilimanjaro.
And I believe he also, didn't he ride a bike from New York all the way down to spring training.
He may have.
For St. Lucie, he did that as well. I think he did it in like 6 days or something like that. Or 3 weeks, that's what it was.
In his home park.
He's looking for that rhythm.
There it is.
That he had back in
blues.
2006.
Rhythm and blues.
He had that rhythm in 2006 where he hit 16 home runs in the first round. And
Now this one is way back to left, and now David Wright maybe finding it. It's gone. We said about starting. The starting pitcher tomorrow night, the young phenom for the Mets, Matt Harvey's with Pedro Gomez.
The ideal guy you want to have on your team, and hopefully Owen's out of here. Hopefully he can get into a little rhythm here and put up some more homers. But he's a great guy. He's been nothing but as advertised,
and instead decided to re-up for many years to come. What kind of message does that send to everybody else in this clubhouse?
Well, it's the idea that things are going to go forward for us, and things are in the right direction. And
Wright shoots one to shallow right, and that's going to fall for a base hit. Well, parachute for David, his second hit of the game, and that is his 1500th major league hit. Not sure if they're going to take that ball out of play, but that's a nice milestone for David.
You got to grab that ball. 1500 is 1500.
Well, David Wright preparing for what has got to be a little nervous moment for him. His first at bat since April the 14th.
He hits one to deep left field. That is gone. David Wright brings himself back into the lineup with thunder into the second deck. We have seen this act before. David Wright, first at bat, coming back from injury at Citizens Bank Park, and he clubs one.
Holy smokes! The captain is back. He hits one into the upper deck in left field. Unbelievable. Phillies 3, Mets 1. Soak it in. There are even some Phillies fans wearing red shirts, standing in appreciation. What a smile David Wright has on his face.
And Cespedes drives one to right center. Harper races over. It's over his head and up against the wall. Wright going to third. He's being waved home. The relay throw by Rendon to the plate. Wright slides. He's safe. 8-5 New York.
The set, the kick, the pitch. Swinging a shot towards center. Base hit, David Wright. 2 runs are going to score. Granderson races to third. He's there. Mets 3 and the Dodgers nothing. David Wright pounds a fastball up the middle. And when he got to first base, he made a fist with his right hand, and it's like he was trying to knock out Rocky Balboa.
What is New York going to get out of this guy, their captain, David Wright? He's had the bad back. He's got spinal stenosis. Played less than 40 games in the regular season. It's a cold night. High fly ball to left. Back at the wall, and the captain's going deep 2-1.
Just a beautiful swing from David Wright. Again, another fastball. This one he got it in the air, and I mean he crushed it into the cold night. But this is as good a bat speed, Tom, as we've seen from him for a while. Since the first swing in Philadelphia when he came back healthy.
Boy, that went a long way.
He lines one to right center field. Base hit, and the Mets win the ball game. Campbell comes in with the winning run. David Wright, the walk-off hero, and the Mets win it 5-4.
It's DeGrom, though.
David hits one low to center field. Peterson back to the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. David Wright homers for a third straight game. 7th home run of the year for Wright, and the Mets lead at 4-1.
Boy, oh boy.
David has said one of the reasons he wanted to come back and play was so that his 2 young daughters, who were not alive the last time that he played in a Major League Baseball game, could witness their daddy playing big league baseball. And David Wright is about to make his first Major League appearance since May of 2016. 2.5 years of rehab, spinal stenosis, neck surgery, shoulder surgery, hours and days and months of rehab, all for this moment and the moments tomorrow.
Your attention, please. Now pinch hitting for the Mets, the captain, number 5, David Wright.
The first pitch on the ground, snagged by Anderson. Low throw handled by O'Brien, and Wright is retired.
Please direct your attention to the field for a very special first pitch. Please welcome David's parents, Ron and Elisa Wright, and his wife Molly, as well as their daughters Olivia and Madison. Catching tonight's pitch is Olivia's father and our captain, David Wright. Olivia, it's your pitch.
This crowd has cheered every moment from the time that David first came out for batting practice today. They cheered every swing in batting practice. They cheered every sprint, every wave, every hug. He signed autographs for fans for a good half hour or 45 minutes after batting practice. And from the time he emerged from the dugout again, the crowd has been in a frenzy for this one incredibly emotive glimpse at their captain for one very special night.
Well, I'm surprised that Mr. Mattingly, Don Mattingly, brings the infield in the first inning.
3-2. And he walked him. And David Wright is aboard.
But it turned out, at least for those two, to be their high point together.
And a first chance for Wright. And he throws out Holiday.
Pops it up. O'Brien into foul territory. Will he have room? He will. And as much as the crowd might have willed that ball out of his glove, he does catch it. And David is retired. .860 as starters. No Met tandem has ever started more games together. There was a tandem that played in more games together, but Harrelson and Ed Craneville, 914 games they appeared in together, but Eddie did a lot of pinch hitting. second half of his career. And here we go. He's coming out. A handshake with Mike Winters, the crew chief. A salute to the fans. And the captain is heading off for one final time.